What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video on the channel. I'm kind of steering away from the Yeezy legit checks on this one. I want to do more kind of general shoe stuff on the channel, but this one I got the inspiration from a channel called Hez Kicks, or He's H-E-S Kicks, Hez Kicks, He's Kicks. I don't know what it is. But what he did was he took his 4Ds, the ZX 4000 4Ds, and he dyed them all black, right? So I have a pair of ZX 4000 4Ds, and these are probably the dumbest colorway ever. I think I just randomly put a really lowball bid on StockX for them a while back for like 150 bucks or something, and somebody accepted them, maybe 120, something like that. Somebody accepted it randomly, so I got shipped these shoes. Jesus. So these shoes got shipped to me. Now these are the, I don't know what Easter color, I don't know what the hell the colorway they're called, but I really don't like them at all. This is a kind of a shot before of these shoes. These are they're like bright yellow and like purple and blue, I think. I'm colorblind as crap, guys, but the color is pretty, it's not my style really. And the 4D is just your general regular 4D color, like this tan, plasticky, whatever you'd call it. So in the Hez Kicks video, he used this RIT black dye. This is the all-purpose dye right here. It's for cotton, wool, nylon, and more. I think this is the exact one he used. I don't know if he used a liquid or a powder, but we're gonna try this liquid. Now, the shoes that he did were like the carbon ones that are already pretty dark. These are very, very bright. So I'm gonna be dumping probably both these bottles in this, which is way overkill, but I wanna make sure that these come out black. And so I'm gonna dump this stuff in there. And then if that doesn't work as a backup plan, I found this online. This is Angela's Leather Finishes black dye or something like that. It's for like suede and whatever. I figured possibly the suede might be a problem on this. So we're gonna try this out. All I did was I went to Walmart and spent like $21 on this big, huge pot. It's a granite ware 21 and a half quart container. And it's height-wise not gonna be high enough, but if I just set them in like this, it's gonna be fine. So they'll be at a slight angle. And this one came with a little bonus, like a little thing. I can hold them down in the water with this, like that. Just kind of set that in there and hold them down. So before we even get started with this process, I'm gonna show you the before and after. This is gonna be before. You just saw the before shots of the 4D and the standard colorway that they are right now. And then this is gonna be the finished product that I ended up with right here. Now, that shot, I don't know right now. I'm still about to do this. I don't know if that shot's gonna be any good or not. I guess we'll see. All I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take these insoles out because I wanna keep this insole color. I think it's kind of cool, the orange. So I'm gonna take these insoles out, and then I'm just gonna put the dye in here, and I'm gonna dip these shoes in there, and I'm gonna leave them in there for like an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. A pretty long time, just to really ensure that this works. Here's the dye right here. Let's open it up. It's got a little safety seal on it. I probably should have worn rubber gloves, but fuck it. So I'm just gonna dump this in there and start stirring. And then second bottle, because hey, we're going way overboard with this, remember? All right, so I ain't gonna do nothing fancy. I'm just gonna dip the shoe right in there. Let's just see what it looks like with just that. Oh yeah, nice. So this is already turning a color, you can see. Just throwing it in there like that. And I'll kind of show you the second shoe, little clips. It's just dipping it in. Pretty cool, huh? All right, so let's get these shoes situated in here. We'll dip them in all the way, like that. Oh, come on. Yeah, I'm gonna have to add some more water. It's kind of precarious because this could tip over at any second. I want to be careful here. Okay, there we go. They're pretty much covered right now. I'll come back here in a few minutes and kind of shift them around a little bit to where this piece goes down in there and this piece comes up. So I'll kind of off and on shift them around. But yeah, we're gonna let this sloppy ass setup sit for like 2 hours. We're gonna come back and I'm gonna show you that. And then we have to let them dry for a little bit, and then we'll go from there. All right, so it has now been 2 hours. Almost exactly from the time I dipped these in here, and I've been rotating them every half an hour or so, one on top, one on bottom, and we're gonna take them out now. Now I've looked a little bit at them. They're not fully black like the Hez Kicks guy got in results in his video, but I'm gonna kind of take these out. We'll see what we got, and then we'll let them dry, and then we'll go from there. Also, I didn't explain, this is on a burner right here, and it's not boiling, it's just on medium-high heat. And so what that is doing is it's making the dye work better because it's hotter. So that's why this is on this. I didn't explain that in the beginning. But let's take these out, we'll see what they look like, we'll let them dry out, and then we'll go from there. All right, so this is what we got so far. The laces definitely turned black. Guys, I am colorblind, so I don't know. This looks like a dark blue or a purple maybe to me. This looks like maybe orange now. These look, I don't know, blue, green, gray, something. The insides are, I don't know what that is. The bottom is black, expected that. It was pretty much black already. But that is definitely not all black for sure. So I'm gonna let these sit here and dry overnight. We'll come back tomorrow, we'll continue the process and see what we can do to get these all black. So stay tuned. All right, so you saw those results after I dyed them. I then, today when I came back to the studio, I rinsed them off in the sink, and this is what they look like. So a lot of this yellow top or whatever came off, the dye came off. I think they actually look kind of cool in a weird way, but I'm going for an all black look here. But let's talk about what happened. You saw that immediately after I took them out of the dye, but when I rinsed them off, you'll see a lot of the dye came off. So it's darker for sure. And then you have these kind of uneven spots up here, which don't look very good at all. Looks like old sweat stains or something, I don't know. So I figured out what I was doing wrong, right? What I was using was this right here, the RIT Black Azabache all-purpose dye. And what I completely overlooked it in the Hez Kicks video. He was using this synthetic graphite dye, which is this right here. So I was using this, which is the wrong thing to use apparently. So I gotta use this. So I have to dye them again. I got 2 bottles of this RIT graphite synthetic fiber dye. It's for polyester, nylon, and acrylic. So I dumped the pot out from the old dye, refilled it with water. We're gonna dump these 2 bottles in, and then we are going to dunk the shoes back in, and we're gonna leave them sit for like 2 hours, an hour and a half, 2 hours. So long as it takes me to film a different video, I'll come back after I'm done filming, and then we'll check them out, probably take an hour and a half or so. So let's get to it. Just a little bit of advice when you're doing this, have plastic bags and paper towels. Just like this occasion, when you're taking this top off with all the dye on it, you can set it on a paper towel. But yeah, it's a little tip. I'm dumping all that one in, and the second one in. Just like that. And again, this is on the hot plate thing, the burner, and it's on high right now, so I can heat it up. It's pretty warm right now. It's gonna get increasingly warmer as we go. All right, here we go. Pretty cool. All right, so last time what I did was I put one all the way down in there like that. And then I would alternate on off and on. So I take the second one and I would set it on top of it in a way that it would get pretty much covered, if I can figure out how I did it. I just have to rotate them, flip them, I guess, once in a while. But I'm gonna use this tray thing to kind of push them down as much as I can and keep them down. Throw a pot on top to kind of keep it still, just like that. All right, so now we just let this sit. I'm gonna alternate it every 20, 30 minutes, come back and kind of flip them around so everything gets coverage on it. And we'll be back in like an hour and a half, 2 hours. And this is us coming back now. All right, so it's been about 2 hours, maybe a tad bit over. We're gonna take these out. We're gonna see what they look like. And we're gonna be surprised together, hopefully for the best, for a full blackout. Oh, it's not fully black. Ooh, the 4D looks pretty black though. Yeah, that's kind of cool. I kind of like that. Let's get our second one out. All right, so here's what we got so far. They are not like fully black by any means. And who's to say what's gonna happen once we run these under the water and rinse them out? And because that'll be a whole different story. I thought they were gonna stay the same color last time, but they did not, definitely. But I honestly think this looks pretty cool. I hope it stays like this once I rinse them out. I don't think this 4D is gonna change color, but this fabric might. This 4D is definitely very black. That's awesome. Let's get this drip dried out. Set it there and let it sit. We'll be back in a few minutes. All right, so I just rinsed one off. Can you tell which one it is? Yeah, so it definitely got lighter. But honestly, Man, I wish there was a way to get this darker. I don't know how, but I still like this color. So let me show you here what it looks like as far as this could be the final product. I'm dripping everywhere. But I'm gonna let these dry overnight. I'm gonna come back tomorrow if I'm feeling crazy and I wanna do some more. I got this jet black leather dye I might be able to do some stuff with. So we'll see what we can do. All right, so the shoes sat overnight, and in the end, I kind of decided to leave them as is. Now, this is the final product right here. Here, I'll show you this one. So if you remember the very first time, this was like all like a bluish, purplish color, guys, I think. I'm not, again, I am colorblind. But it looks like that graphite synthetic dye really got all this to a black, like a black color. Now, there are a few things wrong with it. As you can see, the tongue, the front of the tongue here still has these marks. It looks like sweat marks or something. I don't know why that is or how that is or even how to fix it. But I'm okay with that. And then on this one right here, you can see this, there was like glue here or something, like shoe glue, and I think it just kind of dyed that glue. So there's these black spots right there on this. It was like a barf green kind of color. But to be honest, I'm kind of proud of these. This is my first time ever dyeing a shoe. And this could be the typical mom on the soccer field whose son really sucks at soccer, but she's cheering him on. But and that could be the case here, I don't know. But I think they look kind of cool. And maybe I'm just partial to this because it's something I created. But I think it looks cool. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Let's get these on feet real quick, and I'll kind of show you some shots of them walking around and everything. Now, one thing I noticed is that they feel tighter on the feet. So maybe the dye kind of constricted the fabric a little bit. Maybe, I don't know if that's a thing or not, but they just feel a little bit tighter. Maybe that over time they'll loosen back up and kind of get back to their original shape and everything. But yeah, guys, as weird as they are, I think they look kind of cool. And again, I left those orange inserts in there, so that kind of pops that color, you know? I have like 10 or 15 more pairs of 4Ds, and some of them are like black with the white 4D bottom on them, or the off-white 4D, whatever that color is. So maybe I'll do some more of those, like dyeing some of those. Let me know if you want to see that. Maybe I'll dye some different shoes and try them out. I got a ton of shoes. I got a whole vault full of shoes over there, Yeezys and Ultra Boosts and just tons of random stuff. So if there's any shoe and dye combination you think I should try out, I'm all for it. I think this is a cool, fun process. You kind of personalize your shoes and make them your own. Before, I was unsure about it, but this is really cool. I like this a lot. But yeah, guys, that is the end of the video. As always, thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe button if you're into shoe stuff. Again, like I said, I have a ton of shoes I got to review. I usually do like legit checks on Yeezys, but I want to kind of break away from that and start doing more general shoe stuff on here. So yeah, as always, thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye.